Hey there everyone, John from Trizity Traveling. Well, today is the last leg from my trip to Houston. I'm flying from Phoenix back home today. I'll be visiting the Admirals Club in Phoenix, but before we get to the Admirals Club and the rest of the trip report, please take a moment to click that subscribe button and hit the reminder bell to be notified of future trips. So as I said, I'm headed home from Phoenix today. I'll be in first class on an Airbus A320. And the big disappointment of this particular flight is no Wi-Fi. When your in-flight entertainment model is to bring your own device, you better have your Wi-Fi working, and it did not on this flight. And because I am who I am, I always have a backup source of entertainment, and today's flight I had a book. Without any other delays and complaints, let's get to the trip report. As I mentioned, we're beginning today's trip report in Phoenix. I've arrived from Dallas. My flight from Dallas had a light lunch, but it's getting to be dinner time, so I need to figure out where I'm going and get some food. Looks like I'm taking off out of B11 tonight. I've got about 3 hours to find something to eat. Checked out the information screens here at Phoenix Sky Harbor. Didn't really find anything that looked that appealing, so I punted and went up to the Admirals Club. The second level Admirals Club in the B concourse would provide some pretty nice views of the ramp in the daytime, but since it is evening, the views are not so great. But let's take a quick walk through and you can see what the club looks like. The food bar at the back of the club. I must say I started with dessert. The Rice Krispie treats are gluten-free, so I loaded up on those. And I also had a little bit of salad. As I've been doing, checking the Wi-Fi in the club. Can do just about everything. Streaming would be a little sketchy. I didn't have any problem streaming because no one was in the club. But I am ready to go home. Today's Airbus A320 is approximately 20 years old. My first class seat, 21-inch seat width, very roomy. My dream of seatback screens on American appears to be dead. And the big bummer, as I mentioned, no Wi-Fi today. I didn't download anything, but as I mentioned, I had a book, so I was able to keep myself entertained for the fairly quick 1 hour and 30-minute flight. If you want to experience the full departure, check out my aviation channel, Trizity Loves Airplanes. All my departures will be there. was surprised to get a hot towel, usually an indicator that food is coming, the warm mixed nuts that I love, and no Wi-Fi, which I dislike. Wish I would have got a shot of the chocolate chip cookies. It looked really yummy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we started our arrival here to Boise shortly, 117 miles south of the airport. Touching down at 15 past the hour, so about another 25 minutes or so. They've got clear skies, winds out of the east, and temperature of 30 degrees. Equipment they gave B18 and the B concourse. It's been a pleasure serving that. I'll be turning that seatbelt sign on here shortly. Thank you.
As I said, fairly quick flight, 1 hour and 30 some minutes today. So let's wrap up this trip with the thumbs up. Thumbs up today go to the Admirals Club in Phoenix. I'd like to visit this Admirals Club in the daytime. I think you get some really great views from there. Also thumbs up to the first class seat and service. Love that bowl of warm nuts. Thumbs down today. This is an easy one. Thumbs down goes to no Wi-Fi on the aircraft. And as we make our final turns for landing, this is the last of 6 flights I've had on American Airlines for this particular visit to Houston. Unlike last year where only 1 out of 4 flights would I give a thumbs up, I would give all 6 flights in this particular series a thumbs up. I would say the best seating area in first class was the Boeing 737-800 aircraft operated by American. The best overall seating area design I would give to the seat on the A321neo. A little disappointed that you have no opportunity to select any gluten-free meals, but the meals that they did have seem to have enough gluten-free options that it turned out okay. My least favorite seat is those seats in first class on the A320. They have a high back in front of you and it makes it actually feel a little claustrophobic.
Welcome to Boise, Idaho. The local time is 10:52. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is turned off. Keep the aisle clear of all carry-on items. Take a moment to check your seatbelt pocket for any.
So the 6 flights were 2 A320, my first A321neo. I also had a regular A321 and 2 737-800s in this series. If you have any questions or comments about flying with American Airlines, I have a little bit more experience now. Music on today's flight was by Epidemic Sound. The trip reports were captured with my Sony RX0 Mark II camera. The takeoff and landing sequences assisted by the suction cup mount. You can find links to all of these if you'd like to purchase your own in the description below. That wraps up today's flight. I hope you enjoyed this trip experience. Next up is my second flight on a Delta A220 or C-Series aircraft. One of my favorite aviation experiences is a beautiful sunset while flying, and the flight from Dallas to Salt Lake City on that A220 is probably the best I've gotten from the air. Stay tuned for that. That'll be next week. And as always, happy travels.